Welcome to Mainstream Moto. I'm Mike. Today's video is going to be about this seat. Now I feel like it is my responsibility as my kid's dad to make sure that when they try something new like this, that they're comfortable, that they're not scared, that the whole overall experience is a good experience. And that's why I went through the time to make this. This is by no means necessary at all if you want to carry your kids or whoever on the back of a bike. There are plenty of other products out there. This is what I decided to go with because it's wintertime in Montana and I'm bored and I need to make something really bad. And so I built this seat as kind of the introduction for my kids to ride on the back of a bike, to make them feel a little bit more secure and have some more confidence, not be so scared. And so today's video will just be kind of about how this was built. I'll show some video on the different stages that it went through to get to this point. So here are some clips of the building process of this. Okay, so this is kind of the beginning stage here. I got some of the building out of the way. It can be a little bit boring to watch. So this is the start. This is angled up here because this seat is aiming forward and this is slanting forward. Everything's slanting forward, so at this point, the seat part here will actually be flat. And this is the beginning of the backrest. And I cut it a bit long so that I could just cut it down when I figured out where that my top case is supposed to go on there as well. Somewhere. It's going to move it back a bit. These are a little long as well. These will be moved forward a little bit, and we'll see where this ends up. Ooh, hello. I did the very best that I could trying to scrunch everything together, but you know, I don't want my kids to be uncomfortable sitting up here. That's the main thing. Even if I can't carry this on here, I might just not take this at all and just make the seat really comfortable. But I'd like to be able to put this on here. So let's work on this a bit more to see how much further we can get this along. So these brackets are going to go here, right where this bolt is. I got to drill a hole for that. One's going to go there, one's going to go there, and then those actually stay there. I'm going to make these, I'm going to round these up and make them look a little nicer. And we're going to bolt those on, and then we'll know where the ends of these are going to actually come down and meet up with these. Okay, so I actually had to make those over again. I ended up having to use a 2-inch piece by 1.5 inches instead of 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, so that doesn't hit the seat. So let's get those bolted on. So I've got one of the armrests clamped on here. This will be the armrest part. The main seat will be right here. The backrest is going to be, it's going to top off right at the top of this. I'll cut this off flush with this, and this is going to go up higher, but it'll be removable down to this point so that the top case can open. The armrests are welded on now for the most part. I still have a lot of small welds to keep welding up, but I'll wait on that. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe on the inside of this camera. Not really. So what I've drawn on here is I've drawn my length to there, and then I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up 1 inch, and then 45 this over, and then I'm going to cut down this whole side here, and then that's going to fold down and straighten out. So this will actually be double thickness here, and it'll taper down enough to bolt it onto the bike. It really looks like it fits pretty good so far. So the back is bent a little bit in. I didn't go quite flush with the inside of here. It's not quite at that extreme of an angle because I wanted something a little more substantial to the back for the back mount. I also have the footrest. These are actually going to be adjustable right here so that you can put foot pegs in kind of wherever seems to fit the kid. I've made it so that I can still stand up when I'm on the bike. I can still stand up. I can still put my foot down. Feet won't be smashing into each other or anything. These here are tapered out just a little bit. They go out just a little bit. I'm gonna focus there. I wanted to make a new one of these because I didn't want to take this one off to put back here. So I made another one. This is the new one. Not the new one, but I guess the additional one. It works basically the exact same as this, but it'll be welded back here for the new case. That way I don't have to take these things off and transfer them. And then for these up here, I've got a couple bolts. So I'm going to actually cut these off at about the same height up to here. And I'm just going to use these. And this is the top case here. And as you can see, focus on that. These just slide right in here. And when they're all the way back, they actually don't move around much. I'm going to use these little insert pieces here to bolt on all of the wooden boards for the backrests and seat rests and everything. Okay, so these are the footrest pieces. It's got a piece of 1/8 inch metal underneath it, and then it's got this bracket here, which goes all the way down. There's a hole drilled in it underneath here. So that's the way I'm going to do the footrest mounting, and then I'll have several different holes going up through here to make it adjustable. I asked them where their foot felt comfortable, and they both said that it felt comfortable right about there on the other side of here. But when you look at it, it looks better if it's up front here. So I don't want to take away their preference of it being over here. And so I've kind of split the difference. I've made it to where they can put their foot here, or if they want to, they can put their foot there. We'll see. I can always remake different ones if these don't work. So there are the foot rests right there. That one is all the way up. That one is all the way down. One, two, there's 2 adjustments in between there. It's actually going to be pretty good. Okay, we're down here in my basement again because it is 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside. We got this here. That's the backrest. This is the main seat part, and we're going to paint these. These are the footrests. These will all look better when they're painted. And I'm going to be using the filler primer like I used for the skid plate. And then I'm actually going with a gloss black on this one. You might notice that this pad here is thicker than this pad, and that's to allow for the helmet to come back a little bit further. Let's go put it on the bike and see what it looks like. So that's it on the bike. You can see the top case here is moved back quite a bit, but it really doesn't look bad. Here's what it looks like with a kid on it. You don't have your own helmet, do you, kiddo? What do you think of your seat?
Yeah.
Is it comfortable?
It's really nice. It's really nice.
It's really nice? Good. I'm glad you like it. You need a littler helmet, don't you?
Yeah.
Should we go get you one?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of your seat? Talk loud, bud.
Comfortable.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Look at that, there's a mustache on your helmet. So the video shows a lot of how this actually works. You can see right now that this doesn't open with the seat here. So this whole top piece is removable, and that allows this to open up to there. They can still sit here because their back will be right about here. So you can open this and get whatever you need out of there without them having to get down, but more than likely it'll be open when they're not even sitting there. This comes off just like it does on the stock rack. Now this on the back of here, this is just an electrical box that I just mounted on here with some screws. And what this is for is any nuts and bolts or tools to make any kind of adjustments on this, to tighten it down or remove the footrests at all, are in this little bag. And this little box has a spot here you can just put a zip tie through or something so that this won't come open if you hit a bump or something. This is actually just an emergency light that you can get at, I think I got it at Lowe's. And this has two settings. One is a flash setting like that. I don't know if I would get in trouble or pulled over for it being like that. I just wanted to add a little bit more visibility when my kids are on here. And it also has just a steady red light, which I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with that. That's probably how I'm going to use it, but if it's going to be, rainy or something, or for some reason the visibility has gone down or something, I'll probably do that and just risk getting pulled over. I don't know. These foot pegs are adjustable. I've got some little knobs on the side here, and I don't know if I'm going to stick with these because I don't know exactly how tight these can go down. But you can adjust this. It was all the way up, and so this is all the way down. So that's pretty much it. It's not a real complicated thing. Most of it is just trying to get it to where it's comfortable and it fits both riders. I can still put my feet down. I can still stand up on the pegs even with these all the way down and a kid on here. So I will be doing some updates on this because it's wintertime and I can't try it out right now. I'm really not sure how it's going to work. So if you want to follow along with that, keep checking back with that. And because I'm probably going to have some videos of my kids riding on here. As always, I hope that you got a few ideas from what I've done, and don't do what I do. Take the idea and make it better. There's plenty of room for improvement on this. So thank you for watching the video, and we will see you next time. Welcome to Mainstream Moto. Ugh, that was welcome. Try something new and be comfortable. No, that's not a good way to say that.